The 9-digit Social Security number has been used for this purpose for years. Typically, the last 6 digits of a Social Security number are used because the first 3 digits correspond to where in the U.S. you were born. For a security mechanism, it was an easy default, but that number is now, thanks to Equifax, pretty much obsolete to things other than receiving Social Security payments, said Ira Reingold, Executive Director of National Association of Consumer Advocates. To consumer advocates like Reingold, that's probably not a bad thing, since it probably should never have been used for that purpose. Anyone who uses that for security is crazy, he said. The Social Security Administration told News Pulse Finance that the purpose of the number is to report earnings and track benefits. It was not intended to serve as a personal identification document, said Darren Lutz, an agency spokesperson. The administration does not endorse any other use of Social Security numbers. Thinking about the 143 million Social Security numbers floating around on a hacker server reminds us of how easily these numbers can be surfaced. Social Security numbers have been widely accessible for a number of years, mostly because so many companies and organizations request the number, or at least a part of it. Furthermore, some departments of motor vehicles would use Social Security numbers as driver's license numbers. Colleges sometimes used Social Security numbers as student IDs, and would even post them publicly. Hammerstone recalls his university doing this. We've been really bad at securing Social Security numbers for decades, and now that all of this data is being stored online, the problem is becoming significantly worse, he said. The bottom line is that the authentication by Social Security number model that we've relied upon since the 1940s is essentially broken. Many people would be surprised at just how easy it is to purchase Social Security numbers online, said Hammerstone. According to Hammerstone, many of these sites even offer customer service. With just a little know-how, anyone can go to the dark web and buy Social Security numbers and other personal information just as easily as they would order a toaster from, he said. The level of stolen data that can be pinched and put up for sale is massive and can lead to elaborate fraud schemes such as someone claiming a tax refund for someone they have no relationship to. It's not just Social Security numbers that are available on the dark net. Many sites offer folds packages that bundle complete dossiers of personal information including birth dates, credit card and banking account numbers, and mailing addresses. Sometimes they even package the Social Security numbers of all members of a family, Hammerstone said. According to the Social Security Administration, you are not required to give out your Social Security number except to employers and financial institutions, which use them for tax reporting purposes. The answers to these questions can help people decide if they want to give out their Social Security number, Lutz said. The decision is theirs. However, they should know that refusing to give the number might mean doing without the purchase or service for which the number was requested. The obvious problem with this, however, is that now another identification system needs to be put in place to replace the Social Security number. That new system would also need to be secured and will likely face similar challenges. Ethan Wolfman is a writer at News Pulse Finance. Follow him on Twitter at @ewolfman. Confidential tip line, Eamon at. A banking war over access to your data is stifling innovation. How Belgium deals with credit without companies like Equifax. Big Bitcoin-friendly companies like Microsoft and Expedia hedge their bet. This website lets you sue Equifax for free without a lawyer with a few clicks. There's a line in the new Equifax fine print that's raising eyebrows. The real reason Mexico will never pay for the Trump's wall, it'd be treason. How Waffle House's hurricane response team prepares for disaster. Trump ways slashing one of the most popular tax deductions. A robot lawyer can fight your parking tickets and much more. Consumer watchdog is making it easier for consumers to sue banks. How ringless spam voicemails became a partisan issue.